Fat to Fit, month number 6, ladies and gentlemen. Check out all these water bottles. I had to bring out the step stool so you can see all of them. This is a bunch of different water bottles. They represent all of the weight that I've lost over the course of the last 6 months. That is 35.6 pounds I've lost over the past half a year. That's 30.8 different bottles of water that I have lost worth of weight. It is pretty crazy how much weight I've actually lost over the last 6 months. It has made major improvements to my life. I feel so much lighter on my feet. I'm so much healthier. I'm so much more energized. This has vastly improved my life. And because I've lost this weight, I can take all this crap off of my shoulders and it is gone and I don't have to deal with it anymore. And I'm very happy about that fact because it hurt my neck. Okay, it was not fun to wear that, but things have been going really well for me over the last 6 months. My life has improved in so many different ways. Because I've lost all this weight, I am so much more confident in myself. Before, I would only be consigned to large shirts. Now I can wear medium shirts. Check this out. Okay, guys, this is crazy. You know, it's a huge event whenever I'm wearing a shirt on this channel. That is a once-in-a-lifetime type opportunity. This is like a comet hitting every like 80 years or something like that. That's kind of that's an equivalent to this event. So check out how I rock the medium style shirts. I'm very well fitting in the medium style shirts now. Very different from before. Before, I would be in a large shirt and my stomach would be protruding through. I can't even replicate how it looked because I've lost so much belly fat, but my belly button would be popping out of my shirt. And what I do I would hike my pants up like this. I would hike probably these pair because I have not changed my wardrobe very much. In the pants department, I always wear the same basketball shorts, even 35 pounds down, but I would hike my basketball shorts up here past my belly button so it would hide the fat, even when I was wearing large shirts, because that's how fat I was before. I would have to select only certain types of materials for my shirt because some of them will be too see-through and it would be too obvious, and you'd see my man boobs and you'd see my chest or my belly, and you'd see my love handles and stuff like that. So I had to get thicker materials where you can't see that as much. Basically, I don't have to do any of that anymore, so I feel so much better. I'm so much more confident in my day-to-day life. So many people have made comments on me. Even complete strangers have said stuff like I have a really broad chest or something like that. It was pretty sweet. You know, they'll say that I have like an announcer voice, or I should be on the radio, or I should be on the I should be some kind of an announcer, basically. And that's really cool. Someone said I should be a singer. You know, I learned how to project my voice a lot more over the course of this because I talk into my camera every single day for the last 6 months. So it has really improved my speaking ability. I can talk way better. I don't stutter every other word anymore. I don't say or every other word. So things have vastly improved. I can project my voice way much. I put way more bass in my voice. Because of all these things combined, people take me a lot more seriously day to day. People want to be a lot more friendly to me. They listen to what I have to say way more. And because of all that, because of me being way more confident, it has also made me more, friendly and outgoing. And that is also because it's become like a positive feedback loop where my social life is way better. My day-to-day life is way better. I feel way stronger. I got some muscles on me. I'm getting all pumped up, you know what I mean? I feel way cooler, and people even mention me being like muscular, like even total strangers sometimes. So it's pretty sweet. My life is way better now. I feel so much better. This weight loss has not been easy. It's been very difficult in many different ways. I've had my ups and downs. A lot of you have been here for months and months. And even if you haven't, you've probably seen like I have good days and I have bad days, and I'm honest about them. And you guys see like some days I'll do really well and I'll lose a bunch of weight, or I'll just be in a really bad mood and I'll cheat and I'll go thousands of calories over my limit. But the one reason that I have come back is because you guys have been so supportive. You've all been cheering me on this whole time, and I really appreciate that so much. I'm not exaggerating when I say I could not have done this without you. I would have quit probably in like month 3 or month 4, but I didn't because of this channel. And no matter what went wrong, I always said, okay, I'll at least make my video. And then even when I seriously considered just not doing this channel anymore, I couldn't bring myself to make like a post or a video saying, hey guys, I give up. You know what I mean? Basically, I couldn't admit defeat like that. And this channel has fulfilled its purpose of holding me accountable, and it has vastly improved things. Thank you all so much for watching my stupid videos of me talking about eating yogurt. It's really sweet. Thank you so much. Let me take my shirt off again because it's weird. I don't want to spoil you guys too much with too much shirt, okay? Only on very rare occasions do we bring out that little gem, okay? We don't have too much shirt too often. I can't spoil you guys, but basically This past month has been really good. It's been one of my better months. Months 1 and 2, they just kind of hit different. I was super motivated during that time. I was super, super strict. That's definitely when I made the most progress. But aside from those first 2 months, this has been our best month, I think. I've lost so much weight. I gained a lot of weight over the course of like months 4 and 5. I think I gained like 10 pounds. I was going through stuff in my personal life. I was very down in the dumps. I was feeling sorry for myself, and I just gained some weight, and I just kind of was seriously considering giving up. I didn't have much motivation, but we have lost all of the weight that I gained during that period, and we have lost more than that. So we're back down to our lowest weight. Things have been going so well. I'm at a new streak of 7 days in a row without cheating. I cheated for Easter, and I think the day after Easter, so I broke that last streak, whatever it was. But we haven't cheated in the last week since Easter, and as a result, we're back down to our pre-Easter weight. We are at the lowest weight I've ever been on this channel. Obviously, when I was a baby, I weighed a little bit less. You know what I mean? Allegedly. But I hit 176.2 pounds, meaning that over the course of this diet, I have lost I've lost 35.6 pounds of fat over the course of the last 6 months, and I want to lose another 14.4 pounds so I can make it the even 50. I want to lose the next 14.4 pounds in the next 53 days, because that is when summer starts. I'm very hyped for this summer. For the first time in my life, I'm going to be beach body ready. I'm going to drive out to the beach somewhere, wherever, and I'm going to be turning heads. I'm going to look all muscular. I'm going to look buff, and people are going to be looking at me. They're going to be like, whoa, who's this guy with the big chest, with the chiseled abs, with the broad shoulders that's playing Pokemon Go? Who is this guy? He has how many Snorlaxes? What? That's what people are going to be saying about me this summer in 53 days. I'm so hyped for it. Let's go. I might lose a little bit more weight past that, but for now, the end game is going to be 50 pounds lost. We're going to hit that, and then we'll reassess. Maybe I'll lose a little bit more, but not much. I'm going to be in pretty good shape once I hit that weight, I think. I mean, I'm looking way better than I have maybe ever. So things are going very well for me. I'm only a few pounds off from hitting a healthy BMI for the first time in I don't even know how many years, maybe something like 5 to 10 years. I don't know, something insane like that. I have really no clue, but I will be, since I'm 5 foot 10 inches tall, once I hit 173.8 pounds, I will finally be at a healthy weight for the first time in I don't even know how long. And as a result, I will reward myself with this Lego set. You all know I have some pretty unorthodox weight loss methods. One of them is rewarding myself with Lego sets once I hit certain weights, because I am a man-child. Another pretty unorthodox method is starting this entire channel in the first place. I've engineered the perfect peer pressure scenario so that I'd lose weight. I'm an outside-the-box thinker so that I can lose weight. I'm a little cray-cray like that. And once I hit my 50 pounds lost goal and 14.4 pounds more over the course of the next 53 days, I will buy myself the Lego Star Wars Venator class cruiser, or whatever it's called. It's like a $650 Lego set. I'm gonna blow a bunch of money on it and buy it for myself as a weight loss present, as a sort of symbol of my power. You know what I mean? It's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to that. That might be the number one thing I'm looking forward to. No, I'm just kidding. But this past month has been really good. I had the April 1st video. That was pretty funny. I'm pulling out the note. I've exhausted my off-the-fly talking. Now I got to pull out the the notebook. I'm getting all my words mixed up, but I had my April 1st video this month. That was pretty funny. I pretended like I had actually gained weight, and I was lying by using filters and stuff through the whole diet, and I stretched out the video. You know how it's like tall? I made it so it was stretched out wide, so that I was like, I was taking up like most of the screen, like width-wise. It was really funny. I really like that video a lot. I've been playing tons of Pokemon Go this month. I've been getting all kinds of sun. You guys know how in Minecraft you can dye different banners and stuff with different dyes, and you can discover different patterns. I've been doing that on my body, but using the sun. So we got all kinds of different sunburn patterns going on. We're getting very creative. We're discovering new patterns every day. I've been running around without a shirt on. Over the last like 10 to 15 years, I would always be insecure about taking off my shirt. So it's been quite a long time since this whole section of my body has seen sunlight. So this is a very new thing. I'm trying to get myself kind of normal-ish looking and tanned and ready for the summer so that I can run around. I've been running on the street without a shirt on for the first time ever. That has been something I've always wanted to do, but I was too insecure to do it. Now I can do it, and I feel not embarrassed. I feel very confident. Huge improvements in my life, guys. Things have been going so well for me. What else this month? I was sick for like a week. That sucked. That really impacted my exercise. But I did do tons of exercise this month. I finally got back to doing a bunch of exercise. It was awesome. I had all kinds of injuries before. I scraped up my hands real bad, so I couldn't do push-ups. I messed up my ankle real bad. Me and a bunch of other people also think that I had like a stress fracture or something like that in my ankle. Very likely, considering I was running so much so fast with such crappy shoes. That was pretty brutal, but I'm glad that time is over. My ankle is all healed up. My hands are all healed up. I'm not sick anymore. So I've been lifting weights. I've been running. I've been getting it done. This last like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been exercising really hard, and I do not plan on stopping or slowing down. I plan on speeding up. Figuratively, metaphorically, and literally. Okay, it's going to be pretty sweet. I'm very much looking forward to that. What else? I also had Easter. I cheated a little bit on Easter and the day after Easter, but other than that, this month has been basically cheatless. Things have been going really, really well this month. I weighed in the lowest this month at 176.2 pounds. Last month, my lowest weigh-in was 179.8 pounds, so that's a difference of 3.6 pounds. But my lowest weigh-in from last month was like, I think at the beginning of the month. I think I actually ended off last month at like 183 or 184 pounds. So we've actually gotten quite a lot done this month. We probably lost like 8 pounds this month, probably. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But this month, I had 7.4 hours of sleep per night on average. I had 1,950 calories per day on average. I had 98 grams of protein per day on average. 29 days I tracked all the stuff I ate. There was only one day, I think it was Easter, where I didn't track what I eat. That's a major improvement from the last like 2 months where I'd have like 10 days where I didn't track what I ate, and it was all just me saying, I don't know, I had like 6,000 calories this day, I guess. I don't know how much protein I had. So major improvement in that department. Things have been going very well there. I ran 9 miles this month over 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 54 seconds. 54 seconds over a 10-minute mile average, which I'm a little peeved about. I'm like, that made me a little angry. Over the last like week, I've been eating very little because I wanted to get back down to my lowest weight after Easter. So I've been a little bit hangry over the last several days, today included. I've been like, I have very little patience these days. I'm like, ready to freak out sometimes. I had a whole video on it yesterday. I got scammed by a stupid cookie. It was a whole thing. Don't even get me started on that crap, guys. The stupid cookie, oh my gosh. Whole video on that. It's called Grr, I'm Angry. It's from like 2 days. I think it's 179. I went over it in detail there. Oh, this stupid cookie they scammed. I'm not even. See, guys, I'm getting angry right now just thinking about it. I'm gonna try and change the subject so I don't freak out. Okay. So I did a ton of weightlifting over the course of this month. I don't want to, have that take up too much time. We're already like 13 minutes in, so this is already my longest video. So I'll try and read this super fast. With 2-minute rest between sets, I did overhead press 5 sets of 12 with 40 pounds, bench press 4 sets of 12 with 105 pounds, back squats with 55 pounds, and then I transitioned into doing 1-minute rest between sets instead. That's going to be my normal moving forward so that I save time because I don't want to spend all day, browsing the internet in between sets. So I did, with 1-minute rest between sets, I did overhead press 4 sets of 8 with 50 pounds, and then again with 52.5 pounds. I did bench press with 4 sets of 8, 55 pounds, incline bench 4 sets of 8 with 85 pounds, back squats 3 sets of 8, 35 pounds, Romanian deadlifts 3 sets of 535 pounds. I did 10 pull-ups, I did 10 chin-ups, and then I did another 4 sets of 8 pull-ups with a 60-pound assist, and then I did 3 sets of 8 chin-ups with a 40-pound assist with like elastic bands, and I did pendlay rows, which are also called bent-over barbell rows, 4 sets of 8 with 65 pounds. I do not enjoy those. I always feel like I'm screwing up the form somehow. It's a very unnatural lift in my opinion. I do not like pendlay rows. And then I also did a whole bunch of calisthenics, including push-ups, including crab walks, including different jogs. I make myself up a little circuit every day. It's pretty sweet. So I've been doing really well over the last month. Things have been improving, and we're not stopping anytime soon. We got 2 months left, less than 2 months. I want to lose another 14.4 pounds. I'm very much looking forward to that. Here are my goals for month 7. So next month, I'll come back and I'll go over these goals again, see what I hit, see what I didn't. Next month, I would like to lose another 7 pounds and get to or below 169 pounds. I would like to get my sleep up to at least 7.6 to 7.7 hours of sleep per night. That is what I'm aiming for. I aim for like 8, but I got to be a little bit more realistic. Sometimes I won't sleep in as much. Sometimes I stay up a little bit too late playing Balloons Tower Defense 6. You know how it is. Next month, I would like to get my average protein intake up to 100 grams of protein per day on average. I would like to exercise consistently, 2 runs per week, 2 different lifting sessions per week, and then 3 different sessions of calisthenics circuits per week. I would also like to be at a healthy BMI, which is going to be 173.8 pounds or less, so that I can build that Lego set. We're going to hit that probably halfway through the month. I'm looking forward to that. And then I would also like to run an average of about 8 miles per week. Hopefully, we'll see. I ran 9 miles the whole month. 8 miles per week, that's a definite increase. But, you know, when I first started this diet, I was running like 20 miles per week. So I think we can do that as long as I'm consistent, as long as I start buckling down on the running, I can definitely hit that. It's getting very hot outside, so it's going to be quite the challenge. I did a crazy run today. I ran 3 miles, but I'll go over that in tomorrow's video where I cover today, day 181. So next month, I will go back over all this stuff, and I will get back to you again. Tomorrow is going to be the video for days 181, which is today, and then the day for tomorrow, which is 182. That's going to be combined into one big video. I didn't want to upload 2 different videos in the same day. I don't want to do that anymore. So instead, I'll probably just combine days so that whenever I do a monthly video or a video for the weeks or something like that, I'll just make that be the only video for that day, and then I'll just do like a 2-day video after that or something like that. I'm considering it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. It's been 16 and a half minutes. That's crazy. This is my longest video ever. It was pretty sweet. I'm very happy with myself. I've lost 35.6 pounds worth of fat represented by these water bottles, and now I don't have to deal with all this crap being on my body. It is not easy holding that up. That's a ton of weight, and I feel so much better. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and not only this video, but my whole channel, and for supporting me all the way along. Like I said, I could not have done it without you. Thank you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.